Hey Devines, come on in. Today's topic is poof to puff. So we're gonna put this in a slick high puff today, okay? So as I'm waiting for everyone to jump in, I came in a little early so I can give you guys a little preview to the remix of what we're gonna do today. So my main product today we're gonna use is Honey Baby Naturals. Okay, hey, waving back. And I have a special guest as well. We're going to use TGIN as well as a feature today. This is the Hair Food Daily Moisturizer. This is my backup in case my hair is dry. And this is the Anti-Breakage Serum that sometimes I put on my scalp, especially from having my hair exposed like this for a couple days. My scalp tends to get dry and itchy, especially around like the edges. So we'll see how that's been going. I still have been doing my daily scalp massages, and I've been doing it with my Ale Organics Rosemary Mint Oil as well. And I went on Amazon, and thanks to Curls with Creisha, okay, she showed me this. So a friend of hers bought this for her for a, I think she was like her birthday gift or something like that. But hers has like an extend on it where she can, like an extension where she can like a back scratcher in a way. But anyway, this is a scalp massager. So what I've been doing lately is putting my drops in every night and then doing my scalp massages. And literally, I love the ends of this one because it does not get tangled in my hair. And I can go in different directions, and I don't have to worry about the different arms getting tangled. Even with my curls, it's not getting tangled. And what I've also been doing is using it to lift my roots a little bit, kind of like if I was using a pick, like this. So it's the same kind of function, but it feels better because it has the little balls on each end. So that gives me that like sensation. It feels amazing. So what are we using from Honey Baby Naturals today? Because it is time. It is 7 o'clock, class in session. So let's get started. You're going to need your misting water bottle, okay? If you're just joining, this is Slick Ponytail Poof to Puff, okay? And thank you. I have been trying to keep up with my curls from the perm rod set. If you guys were with us last week for Tutorial Tuesday, we did a perm rod set, and these are the results from that 7 days later. And they are still there and everything. So don't worry, I'll show you my roots. We'll get all nitty gritty and all that. But I've been separating every day and just adding more and adding more and adding more. So that's that. So this is what I'm going to be using from Honey Baby Naturals. We're going to be using the hair balm. I want to tilt that a little bit so you can see. So we'll be using the hair balm today. And we're going to use the Intense Styling Holding Gel. Okay. And with the Intense Styling Holding Gel, this is basically like your Eco Styler. We still be using a little bit of Eco, of course, for the edges at the end, but these are for the main events. And lastly, we'll also be using their leave-in conditioner, Milk and Honey. Okay, this is the coolest thing about their Milk and Honey leave-in conditioner. It's just like oil and water. They don't mix, but before you use it, you shake it up, and boom, it turns into bubbles. And so this is one of my favorite things to use from Honey Baby Naturals. So first, let me tell you how this week has been going and what's going on with this puff, right? So closest to my roots, you can see I've been doing pretty good, keeping up with a little bit of edge control. You can see these edges here are still leaning forward. Back here, you can tell I'm still separating. Right here, it's kind of looser up there. And some of the curls about like right here started to get a little frizzy. But honestly, I could still keep this style another week if I kept it moisturized, like I could use this hair food from TGIN. I could use it with my water. I could definitely put water in it and keep it fresh. And I could basically turn this into multiple styles, and that's what I'm doing today. I'm starting that last week of this style. Slick puffs, buns, 2 puff balls, braids to the side, maybe with like a side puff in the back. That's what I'm starting to do with this style. So now I've gotten to the point where the fro is still cute, right? The shape is still there, but I want to get more of a style from it. Like right here, see how these curls, some of them are going that way, some of them aren't? But this separation here, I want to create more form to this style, right? So to get started, you can see up here at the front, I have a couple of curls that are still solid. Like here's one. What we want to do is put our fingers through and separate that curl, because we want our roots to get as smooth as we can. So when it's time to come through and make it slick. So like here's a couple more in the front where they're still rotted formed. You can see. You could probably still see some of my parts as well. So we want to pull those apart a little bit just to loosen the root before we wet our hair. Here's a good one here. So it's still together. The end is separated, but not the root. So just a couple. I know mine were in the front because I've been separating all week. So I kind of know where the tough ones are versus the smooth ones. I'll show you back here. All this hair is smooth. I've been separating back here. So that's making it easier for my ponytail now, okay? So let's start misting with our water. Water is what gives you your slip. While I'm misting my hair, if you know anyone that would benefit from this live, go ahead and hit the share button, share with them now. And what I'm trying to do is get closest to my roots with the water versus going with my curls, because my curls are still good. So if I put too much water on my curls, they may go too frizzy, and I'm not ready for the frizz yet because I want this style to last for another week or so. So I'm splitting my hair and I'm spraying in between. I'll give you an example. Here's a good spot. You can see my part. So I'm splitting my hair and wetting in between my hair. What this is gonna do is allow all my hair to be saturated right by the root, so when it's time to come through and brush it, it will slip right through. The most important part are the edges. So you'll start to see up here from the product in my hair and the water, I'm getting some slip here. And even just from using my hands, it's starting to smooth that hair out. It's the power of water. Especially back here as well, you'll see. If I run my hands through, I'm starting to get that slip on my hair. And the product that's in my hair is starting to break down. From me oiling my hair every day, that's helping. So I'm massaging the water in, moving it around. And as I'm doing this, I'm starting to group my hair together because I'm trying to mold it to start coming together. And in the back here, I'm gripping. So as I'm massaging, I'm gripping it and pulling it up and stretching those curls. Because you need those curls to stretch, otherwise they're all going to clump up here. So as you massage it up, you pull them up. Can you see that? Yeah. So pull them up. You did not miss anything if you are just joining in. We have sprayed our hair with water. That's the first step. And we're starting to mold it up. If you have any questions about this look or this style or anything, drop them in the question box just to make sure I don't miss them if you're on Instagram. And on Facebook, put them in the comment section. So if you guys can see, I'm already starting to mold my hair, and all I've done is use water. All of the curls up here are dry. I have not touched them with the water. I have not sprayed them with water. I split my hair in pieces, and I started to spray close to my scalp so that this hair can smooth down as much as I can. And I'm just using the power of my hands to smooth this hair out. So if you can see, I'm already starting to form some smoothness right there. I'm gonna tilt you guys back a little bit. Okay. Can you see that? Okay. So now what I'm gonna do, you see I twisted it a little bit to give me some space. I'm gonna spray it again with water. Now I'm gonna shake up my leave-in again. Okay. I forgot to take the tops off. Okay, there we go. And now we're gonna spray all around with our leave-in. Outside first, then inside. If you're just joining us, we're doing Poof to Puff. This is a 7-day perm reset. I'm splitting my hair, and I'm trying to coat my close to my scalp as I can, because that's gonna give me more slip on my hair and condense my hair as well. So that's the leave-in. Let's massage it in. Ooh, that feels so good. You guys just don't know. I have been doing my scalp massages every day, but once your hair is dry, you can't really get as close to your scalp as you can when it's wet. So this feels so good. Okay, so now we're gonna take our balm, okay? The balm is gonna give us the oil. That's gonna coat our hair. We need to seal it because our hair has been out for a while. So, did about that much. And you can see this balm is melting right in my hand. It's like a pomade, and then it turns right into oil, kind of like coconut oil. But look at that shine. So I'm going to scrunch my hair with it first, so I can make sure I'm coating my curls. I'm getting those ends, because it's been out for a while. So we want to give it some more moisture before we tie it down. You will notice my curls will start to separate even more during this process, which is helping so that our puff can be really big as well. And if you wanted to do this to refresh your perm rod set as well, you could do that. But be ready that your roots will start to like poof up, and then you'll have a curl at the end. But that will help a lot of other people with their froze if you don't have a lot of volume in your hair and you're looking for that. As you can see, my hair has enough volume. Okay, so now I'm gonna go back for seconds, and this time I'm going to coat my hair around the edges. So this is simple. All we're doing is rubbing right on top and in the back. And make sure that you get the sides. That's a piece that sometimes we forget. So just rub the oil on there. Now we're gonna look up close in the front so we can see if we need a little bit of our scalp oil. So as you can see, my scalp is just a little white in the front. Not necessarily with flakes, but it's white, so you can tell that it's drier. And this is my dry patch. I don't know if anyone else has dry patches, but I know I do. So this one has a pump on it. So all I have to do is place it here and squeeze it. You should be able to see that oil automatically. And I'm gonna just massage that in right there. And I'm gonna take this around my edges, because what we're going to do is be slicking this ponytail down with edge control. We have our holding gel and edge control, holding gel. Right, so those are the two. Now I use natural products, so they're not as harsh, but Eco Styler is. I use the Eco Styler that has argan oil in it, so it's not as harsh. Sorry about that. My phone was on Do Not Disturb, but okay. So I'm massaging my scalp and my edges. So you all should be able to see a difference right here. See? That's more moisturized. Okay? Cool. Now, I had my TGIN hair food as a backup. A reason why I would use the hair food is if my curls were dry themselves or crispy, right? That's another word for that, right? Thank you. This shirt is my Honey Baby Naturals ambassador shirt from last year. So I figured it was perfect to throw it on for today since we are repping Honey Baby Naturals. I am a honey child, and so I decided to rep them today. If you're looking for an oil that literally smells amazing, the TGIN Anti-Breakage Serum smells amazing. All right, so now my hair is moisturized, that's great. But we want to coat it with water one more time, and you'll notice the feeling when it starts to get sticky. We want it to stay slick, okay? So now, I have two different brushes. I have a coarse brush and I have a soft brush. Soft brush goes after. We need coarse first because we need to be able to slick the hair all the way up. However, there is a difference between a coarse brush and a concrete brush. Okay? The brushes that have the bristles that are like plastic and they're like really, really close and tight on a plastic paddle, that's gonna hurt, okay? This brush has a movement within the bristles and there's multiple bristles in the brush. So this is a perfect brush that I use and that you can get too for your slicking ponytails, okay? It is by Therapeutics. Hope you can see that up there. Okay, so now it's time to mold our hair again. And I'll show you again. Make sure you're pulling those curls up. As you're grabbing them. Use your arm to help you hold your hair up. If you have a thick hair like I do, I'll turn around. See how I'm using my arm? It helps grab all that hair first. Then I can go this way, and then I can go this way. Okay? So as I grab this hair together at the top, I'm gonna jump into questions. So if you have questions, drop them in the box, and I'm going to go with the first one on Instagram. How can I get curls for my poof without doing a perm rod set? That's a really good question. Okay, so you could do a braid out, you could do a twist out, you could slick your hair first and then put perm rods in your ponytail overnight and take them down and separate them. Or you can do the ponytail first in general, braid the ponytail, like just this hair that's out, braid that, take it down in the morning, twist that, take it down in the morning. You have multiple options, you could do that. I'm just doing this because this order because I'm revamping and restyling my perm rod set. But if we were simply going from washed hair detangled, smooth, slick your hair up, and then style the top. Or sometimes if you already have a nice coil pattern, finger coil your hair, let that dry, and then separate it when it dries, and then you'll still get those nice curls. So great question. Thank you, I'm glad it is. We are about to secure it, okay? So, as you can see, I'm molding it with my hand. You can see I'm already getting the slick and slip on my ponytail, right? So that's the beginning of the mold. I'm gonna take one scrunchie. Some people call it a hair tie, up to you. I'm only gonna put it on there loosely, which is like, for me, 2 wraps to hold my hair up. This isn't my messy bun look. You guys are getting a snippet for next week. But I'm gonna take my styling holding gel. I have about that much. You can see Honey Baby Naturals has movement with their products, and I absolutely love it because then I don't have to use a bunch, and it spreads throughout my hair even though my hair is really thick. Okay, so you see that? I'm lightly dragging it across the top of my hair, around all the edges and the back. And you should see the shine that comes off this holding gel. I absolutely love it. Oh, it's really good over here. Okay, we need to add some more on the other side. The one thing I like about this holding gel as well, you don't have to be scared to use too much where it's gonna flake up or get really, really hard. This dries very nicely. So we're gonna add some more on this side. Add some waves, right? Okay, we're gonna see if I can get waves today. I might need more water to get waves. Okay, so I'll show you again up close. So you can already see the slick is happening. My scrunchie is not tight, it's not holding my hair together. This is simply just from massaging my hair. Okay, this is where I'm gonna get my coarse brush, okay? Now watch the strokes. You always brush and follow with your hand. That is slicker than a mug, okay? I think I got waves today. Okay, let's keep going. Swoop, then hand. Ooh, wait, okay. So in case you missed, we are using Honey Baby Naturals today. This is their Intense Holding Gel. And it says, really hold it, honey. That is the name. So we're brushing and following with our hand. Now I'm gonna turn around and show you all the back, because you can see the lumps are kind of still there. Like I mentioned earlier, this brush has multiple bristles, so it's separating my hair every time I brush it. So it's not leaving those gaps. Also, from me separating a little bit every day has helped so that my hair can go right up and smooth out. Y'all, I could feel how smooth it looks. It smells amazing. First of all, the TGIN oil is popping. That's like really giving me life right now. But the Honey Baby Naturals, she has also a skincare line that I have on. Literally, it carries the same scent, so you don't have to worry about your body smelling different from your hair, vice versa. It all smells the same, and it is delicious. So, okay, y'all see these? Y'all see these? Okay, I just wanted to point this out. All right, so basically, this coarse brush just did the whole thing. But I'm still gonna show you all with the smooth brush, because when this happens, this is a whole nother level. I'll even show you here. The smooth brush, oh, let me show you how soft it is. So see, I could literally squeeze it and bend them down. This is another good brush. I think I took the name off. I had it for a while. But you can at least see the style of it. So that you know. This actually might be a handle wave brush. Check that. But I want you to see how this looks. Look at, listen, okay, this just did that thing. It put all my hair together. So see how this hair right here is like slightly separated? This brings it all together. So we're just gonna take this all the way around. How we doing? Okay. I'm not gonna talk y'all ears off. We're gonna wrap this up. But if I wasn't telling you all every single step, the style would take about 10-15 minutes. Okay, so now it's all the way up. And before I take this scrunchie out to tighten it, let's go through a couple questions just to make sure you guys get them answered before I wrap up the session. Favorite spray bottle? Sally's misting bottle. Hands down, favorite question. And favorite bottle, favorite everything. Do vitamins have adverse reactions? That's a good question. You know, with those vitamins, it all depends on the kind that you're taking and what's really in them. And what are they for? Because there's some vitamins that are for multiple things. How much shedding isn't normal? Shedding isn't normal. It depends on the timing. And maybe we need to do a tutorial on that because I definitely shed a lot of hair. But it depends on, are you coming out of protective style? Are you coming out of a perm rod set? Are you coming out of twist out, braid out? Different styles are going to provoke more shedding. So if you want a more in-depth answer to that, DM me. And we can set up a session so that I can figure out what your hair type is also and what style are you coming out of, because that makes a difference too. So, is it okay to mix different products? Absolutely. Absolutely. It just depends on what kind, what are in them, the scents, because you do not want to walk around and smell like Perfumania. It's multiple different things, but I like to align my products with what I'm doing. So you can definitely mix products, but try to keep them the same throughout the style. If I was gonna do like a wash and go, I wanna try to use all of that product line for my wash and go instead of using a different shampoo with a different conditioner with a different styling gel. It's okay, but see how it does on your hair before you say, yep, I'm using all of these different products just because I like them or like the scent. Can you post or list all the products and supplies you're using today, including the brushes? Absolutely. I always post the products in the YouTube channel version after this. So I always save the lives and I transmit them over to YouTube channel, and it's always in the description. So if you've seen any other styles like that perma set I'm currently still rocking and revamping, that is on last week's tutorial. So definitely link in my bio. And one more question. Let's do one more. How can you choose which brands you use, and is it based on the style? That is a very good question. I go based on, first, I like to support female Black-owned businesses. That's just a preference. Second, I like to support those businesses that are here in Chicago. Local business, right? But in terms of actually the product, I like it to be all natural, and I like it to have a variety of scents or uniform, right? So an example is like My Organics. My Organics has a bunch of different lines, but each line has a specific scent. Honey Baby, their entire product line is the same scent, so it's in unison. I like those kind of things because I know what scent I'm going to get. Also, different products are for different types of hair, different curl patterns of hair. So it's good to understand those things and ask the owners or ask the customer service teams, who is this product made for? Honey Baby Naturals is originally made for Afro-Latina women who have fine curls, whether they're thick or smooth or thin. However, I have also used it on 4C hair, and it works just as good, but it works really, really good when you have a finer texture. It works for me really well because if my hair is wet, then I can make my hair moldable with this. When my hair is dry, not so much. Okay, so good questions, guys. And a quick question I'm getting, which is an easy question, bonnet or scarf or both? I am absolutely a both kind of girl. I am going to tie this down, and then I'm going to put my bonnet on over it to still protect my curls that I still have. Okay, so let's take out the holding scrunchie. I need a holding scrunchie because I have so much hair. If your hair is shorter than mine, you may not need that scrunchie to hold it up and mold it for you. Okay, so now we're going to use our soft brush to make sure we have all the hair in. For me, this style is probably going to take me about 2 or 3 scrunchies. Just giving you guys a heads up. I do want to get some more because I like having the scrunchies that have no slip on them. They have a little bit of that rubber coating on them. I somehow lost all of mine. So I'm going to go back out and get my better scrunchies. I also like the really thick ones that have the fabric wrapped around them. I like those scrunchies too. I'm gonna really try not to break this one. Does anyone else have that struggle of breaking their scrunchies? Which is why this is gonna take me about 2 or 3 because some of them are overstretched. But I don't want this ponytail too tight, so that's why I'm putting on the extra scrunchies to make sure I'm getting this, making sure it's secure. So right now I'm pulling my curls to give me my length and making sure my scrunchies are as close to the base of my ponytail as I can. All right, so I'm gonna push that back a little bit to give you guys a quick look at edges for this style. So I'm going to be using my Eco Styling Gel. And if I missed your question, drop it in the box again. Is that what you're trying to figure out something? Did I miss it? Okay, so I put a little bit on the end, and what I'm gonna do is pull out the hairs that are right there in the front. And I'm not gonna do any big swoops or anything, but it's just gonna give me more of this smooth look in the front. So you always follow your hairline and you hold them. Okay, we're just swooping a little bit just to give us a little definition. Not a ton, just a little bit. And I am going to tie this down, absolutely. Tying down your hair and your ponytails makes a difference. It doesn't matter how much product you put on your hair. If you do not tie it down, it will not be as smooth as you want it to be. So now I'm going to fluff my curls. And I chose to go high with my puff. What do you guys think? Did we do it? Throw some hearts, throw some emojis. Let me know. You want to see my waves over here? Let me know, let me know. Okay. So with this style as well, what you can do is pull your curls to the front. I've seen girls do that too and kind of toss their puff to the side. It is totally up to you. I kind of like the perfect round look, and I'll just take these and push them back. Yes, we have officially done Poof to Puff. I think we did it, guys. Thank you, thank you. We did it, we did it. So what I'm going to do is save this. I'm going to put it on my YouTube channel. You all, it will be there definitely by tomorrow. It will be up there tonight. So if you want to have all of the details and maybe rewatch this and rewind it and pause it and play it with you, you can do that. And definitely check out the next video. I am definitely going to have some next week. I always upload more videos and lessons in the lessons playlist. And I'm so glad you guys came today. Love y'all. Remember to love your locks and looks. Have a good week.